Good morning to all. Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, Sardar Taranjit Singh Sandhuji, Secretary Health, Shri Rupesh Kumar Thakur, Director ILBS, Dr. S.K. Sareen, Shri Sangram Singh, distinguished guests, members of ILBS family, ladies and gentlemen. It is a matter of great personal satisfaction to address you today, both as Chief Secretary of Delhi and as Chairman of this remarkable institution on International Liver Day, a day of awareness, of introspection and renewed responsibility. Standing here in an auditorium named after one of India's greatest scientist mind, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, feels particularly fitting because ILBS reflects the spirit of Dr. Kalam, where visionary ambition is anchored in disciplined everyday efforts. Liver disease in Delhi and urban centers is not a niche concern, but has become a widespread and a pressing reality. As Secretary Health has said, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease now affects an estimated 30 to 40% of urban Indian population. Viral hepatitis continues to be responsible for enormous preventable mortality, and liver cancer, almost always the consequence of undetected and unmanaged earlier disease, is a devastating families across all income groups. And what makes this particularly painful is that the pathway to prevention is not expensive. It does not require a cutting-edge technology. It requires awareness, it requires behavior change, and accessible screening. It requires people to know that their daily habits, what they eat, how much they move, whether they drink, whether they are getting a routine checkup, etc., are directly shaping the health of an organ they rarely think about. The theme of this year's World Liver Day, Solid Habits, Strong Liver, is deeply practical. And later, I'll share my own personal experience, which has taught me that liver is so vital and so vulnerable to neglect, yet so forgiving and so resilient. But before that, as Chief Secretary Delhi, I affirm Government of NCT of Delhi's full support for ILBS mission, and let me also use this to specifically state our priorities. The Ayushman Arogya Mandirs, now a significant part of Delhi's primary healthcare infrastructure, must be equipped and empowered to serve as the first touch point for liver disease screening. Dr. Sareen has already spoken about the screening, and we want people to be identified early, referred efficiently if required, and treated accessibly. Fatty liver screening has become part of the national NCD screening pattern, and in Delhi also, as Dr. Sareen has requested, and I am hopeful that Health Department will ensure, we should target to integrate liver health screening protocols by training all healthcare providers and screen at least 5 to 10% of Delhi's population over next 12 months. And all the necessary logistic support to the Health Department will be provided. We should also work to integrate liver health indicators into Delhi's broader public health monitoring systems, because what gets measured gets managed. We have to also look at workplace health policies, because fatty liver disease is increasingly a disease of desk-bound, stress-heavy, fast food-dependent professionals. And Delhi's working population deserves more structured and proactive support. Institutions like ILBS can play a transformative role in this landscape. ILBS is not merely a hospital, it is an ecosystem. It is a center of trust, knowledge, and innovation. Liver University, it generates original research that shapes clinical guidelines across the region. It has a culture of excellence built through sustained effort and institutional vigor. And I congratulate the team ILBS, the doctors, nurses, researchers, administrative staff, and public health workers for their exemplary performance and for refusing to settle for the ordinary. ILBS, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, for taking time out of his demanding schedule and graciously consenting to be here today to motivate us and to guide us. Thank you so much, sir. Now I come to my story. I have medical checkups every year. And for past few years, the parameters were deteriorating. And every time I was told, you control your weight, and were given lifestyle advices. And it had impact for only maybe a month or so, and after that, I would go back to my routine. Now, last year medical checkup, I was serving as Chief Secretary Chandigarh. I was 118 kg. My fatty liver has deteriorated to grade 3. The HbA1c was 6.5, the fasting sugar was 136, and doctor told me that we have to put you to medication. And as Sangram said, I told no, please give me 6 months. And this time, I was resolute. And there was one more thing, a couplet the doctor recited, which I will quote here. He said, खामोशी से जो सहता रहा दर्द उम्र भर, वह जिस्म एक दिन अचानक हिसाब मांगता है. His advice and this couplet, that touched me. I said, let me have a target. So I fixed the target that by the time I'm retiring in December this year, the checkup was in May last year. I said that by the time I retire, I have to reduce my weight by 30 kg. This was my target. And I said, as I entered in my academy, I have to attain the same weight at the time I am going to retire. And 2 days back, I had my medical checkup throughout the year. It took me 2 months. I was slipping back, I was going to exercise. But then after 2 months, it became a habit. Habit of exercise, habit of good diet. And as Sangram said, as Dr. Sareen has said, eating only 60% of your hunger. Back, I had my medical checkup done. Diabetes, this HbA1c, it has reduced to 5.25. My weight has dropped by 21 kg from that time. I'm 97 kg, still a lot to go. I have to attain 88 kg by December. And my fasting sugar was 90. And the fatty liver, grade 3, has completely resolved. Doctor said that I am probably the second person she has seen in the entire life who has completely resolved the fatty liver grade 3. And that was a great satisfaction, such a huge satisfaction for me. And it's such a motivating thing that body can recover itself so beautifully. So that's my message, that this theme, solid habits, strong liver, is a very powerful theme. Let us build it together, one day, one choice, one step at a time. Happy World Liver Day. Thank you very much.